Alright, so this is for updating anything in Fusion for Opens Lab. This is what's will be an example of eDNA. So here we are in Fusion360. We're going to go ahead and open up the eDNA under all projects, and we got all of our files. We got version 4, 3, 2, and then archived is everything before that. So we're going to click on the newest one, version 4. And here you can see a couple of folders. These are my files, and then we got all sorts of components and good stuff. So we're going to go ahead and open up the assembly just to see what it looks like. For some reason, the assembly, it might just be too hard to render for this little guy right here, but this is the right file for everything. It's going to take a minute to open up, but there we go. You can see we have the product. And now, okay, so let's just say we want to edit something on here because there's a lot going on here. Let's just say we want to take off this clip, for instance. Let's say we want to edit this. We don't want that on there anymore. So we're gonna click on it. If you're not able to select it, you can go to selection priority or selection filters, and you can select anything you want. A lot of the times it'll be on select all, but you can check that to uncheck it. And we're just focused on components right now, so we're gonna click components. And then if you right click it, you can go find in browser, or you can just find it, but that takes a while. And so we can see it's down here, the wire clip. So it's a sub part of this central component assembly, which is this whole area. So this file right here is an assembly of a bunch of subcomponents. So we're going to go ahead and find this subcomponent in Fusion, and then we'll edit it from there. So let's see, central component, here it is. I'm going to go ahead and open that. Alright, so now we just have that inner part, as you can see it's outlined over here. So let's say we want that clip off. So here it is. And let's go to just delete. And it's gone. So whenever you make a change over here, and you save it, which is critical. Oh, it doesn't let me. Okay, cool, nice. So over here, oh, usually it lets me. Oh, there we go. That's weird. Wait, nope. Doesn't like that. What the heck? Okay, it's still over here. I just did this. Okay.
You might need to update.
Oh, it let me do it that time. Okay, that's interesting. So, okay, well, I should let you save that. It might have just been loading or something. But, okay, so now over here, we're in the main assembly. You can see the clip is still there. So, why is that? Well, it's because we haven't updated this file. So you can see we have this little warning sign. But all you gotta do is click it. And it should update with all of the child files newest versions. So cool, now it's gone. So let's say we didn't want to do that and we messed up and we want to revert that change. So as always, we'll go into the subassembly, and as you can see on the left here, we have a version 42. So these are all the versions. And let's just say, so this one was 49 seconds ago, so that was me updating it. This was me test updating it. So let's go ahead and let's just say we want this version. So we're going to click these three little dots. We're going to go open. And all right, so this is the previous version. As you can see, the clip's still here. Let's just go ahead and close this. Or did we save that? No, yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and close this guy. So we're going to go to 3 minutes ago, open, yep, and then we can save, or go, we're trying to save as latest. Where do we do that? There we go. It's under File. Okay, so File, Save as Latest. And it's going to give you a warning, but we're chill with that. So, cool. So now this is the latest file. And then from there, since we saved it, we'll be able to go back into the main assembly. And we'll have this little warning sign that says, hey, something got updated. So we're just going to have to click on it again. And it should revert the change because we did it in the sub file. The child file. Okay, cool. Yep, so the clip's back. All right, so that's that. One more thing. Let's just say we want to, we never had the clip in the first place, and we want to put the clip in here. So let's go ahead and delete it again. And then we save. Good, why not? And then, all right, let's say we need to import the clip, and we have the file over here. So this is another assembly of even smaller subassemblies. So we're gonna go ahead and find the clip that we need. It's this guy right here, and all you need to do is click and drag. Very simple. And so it's gonna put it somewhere in the document, which obviously we don't want it there. And we're gonna have to move it around. You can grab it, you can move it. Again, if it's oftentimes it'll be under bodies and it won't let you select that. But if you just go to select and you go to selection filters and you select components. I think it's just loading, honestly. This thing is taking forever. Yep, okay, cool. Components. There we go, cool. And then if you press S, you get design shortcuts. You can look up anything. It's really useful. We're just going to go with align to put it where we want. And we'll just grab this face. And we'll grab this face. And cool. So now that is parallel with that, or flush with that. And then we'll just go to the move, and we'll just give it a good estimate of about where it goes. Say like right there. Cool. All right, it's right back where it was. And yep, now you just gotta save. If you try to go to the larger assembly file and you save it, it will not work. So Fusion just crashed. That's fun. So we got our central component file and we got our assembly file. So let's say we want to add that clip in from scratch. Just gonna click and drag. We're gonna go, say that's fine. Gonna go align, very useful tool. Gonna align that to this face. And then we're gonna move it. Oops, we're gonna select components. We're gonna move this thing about where it needs to go. Cool. And then if we save it, this is a mistake, because what will happen is if you try to update it in this file, what will happen is it will have the clip in the subassembly, but as you can see, it's right where it imported it, which is not where we want it. So there's one more step we need to take to make sure that this is where we want it, because in the subassembly, it is where we want it. And that is to make a rigid group. So let's press S for the shortcut. Let's go capture position. And all we need to do is select a component to be rigid grouped to another rigid grouped component, which is the rest of it. So we'll go ahead and select that because that is part of another rigid group. Okay. And then don't forget to save. And now when we go to update, we should see this clip move where we want it. And there we go. So that is that. Did you have any questions for me?
No, not necessarily, no.
Okay, cool. I guess we're done then.